Hello, West Hill students. This is Mrs. Katz. We are going to talk today about applying and the deadline terms. So let's first talk about early action. So early action is non-binding, and the student applies from November 1st or the 15th, depending on the school. They have different deadlines. So you apply for that date. So that means that you have your Common App done, if it's a Common App school, your essay, you're sending out your SATs or SAT scores, and that your letters of recommendation have already been done through your teachers and your counselor. And you've already met with your counselor to talk about the whole process and getting everything set for your schools you're applying for. So for early action, you can apply to multiple schools early action. And again, those dates will be November 1st or 15th, most likely. And the good news about that is that once you get everything done and you send it for those dates, then you'll receive your response around the winter break time. So it's nice because then you get to think about all the schools and then you can visit them or you can look at what packages you're going to get from the schools, and you have until May 1st to make a decision. So the other side of that is early decision. So early decision is binding. So binding means that if you are applying ED to a school and you get in, you have to go. So it's a really big decision, and it's a family decision as well about if you are going to be applying ED to a school. So the ED decision is the same timeline as the early action, November 1st or the 15th, again, depending on the school. And there's a form that you have to sign, your parents have to sign, and also your counselor has to check off on a box in Naviance about that that the counselor is aware you're applying ED to the school. So again, the great thing about the early acceptance with early decision is that once you find out again in the winter break, then you're all done. So it's great. But again, it's a really big decision because you're saying, this is my absolute number one, and I am dying to go here, and I'm going to be thrilled if I get in, and then you go. So the other reason why you want to do the early decision is that it's a really small applicant pool, again, because it's only students who are, they're going to the school if they get in. So that's early decision, again, binding. So then we talk about rolling. So rolling, some schools have, and that is when the student can apply as early as November 1st, and the college evaluates the applications as they are received. The college will continue to evaluate applications until they fulfilled all slots for their incoming class. So that means kind of first come, first serve. So if you have a bunch of schools you're applying to that are early action and one or two that are rolling, still apply all at the same time because then you'll hear back earlier. And then, so again, as it says, in our little definition here, that they're going to be open for November 1st or the 15th, and it'll go to until they've filled their whole incoming class. So rolling, earlier the better. And then the last one is regular decision. So regular decision is when a student applies to college starting of January 1st. So again, it's up to the schools. Some are January 1st, some are February 15th. So you just have to check all of your deadlines for the schools. And each school has a different regular decision deadline, as I just said. The college will send acceptance letters in March, and the students have until the end of April to commit to one school. So that is the deadlines and the types of deadlines. And that is it. If you have any more questions about that, again, the main thing is just be educated and look at all the schools and what their deadlines are, because every school is going to have a different deadline. So just be informed and educate yourself, and then you'll be all set. All right, good luck.